Hello. How you doing? I napped. No, actually I didn't. For once. I almost passed out in my chair. But not quite. Not quite. Let me watch this. No, I clicked on Epic Games. I didn't mean to do that. Fuck's sake. Now it's gonna be loading for 3 hours. Get out of here. It's... Oh my god. Hello. Hey Sarah, how you doing? What was I saying? Oh yeah. I haven't fallen asleep yet. I got very close. I sat down, like, I got home about half an hour ago. And sat down after my shower and, like, started to nod off. But I am awake. Barely. I look like I've just crawled out of a fresh grave, but I have not fallen yet. 2 ads. Oh my god, what? How long was I was just going, I started the stream and just went to get a drink and stuff. Old man, I know, I feel like it. I literally feel like a zombie. That's how I feel, like a 1,000-year-old corpse. Probably look like one as well. Good times, eh? Good times. Work was exhausting. It's like we've gone from all this rain to like one cloudless, stupidly hot day today. It was like 35, 37 degrees or something. Celsius, of course, and it was just rotten, and I was outside all fucking day. So fingers crossed it lets up a little bit. I've got my fan on too, so if you can... Oops. Sorry. Probably really loud. I've got my fan on, so if you can hear like a weird buzzing noise, it's probably the fan. Sorry about that, but it's like 1,000 fucking degrees in here. 100ish? Yeah, it's... This is usually about the time I get sick, when the weather like flops back and forth between extremely hot and like really cold. Like last night was freezing. I had my covers up. I've taken the doona out of my bed because it got so hot, but I had to like go and get another blanket to pop on top of me. And then today was just like fucking so much whiplash. It's ridiculous. Don't hear it? Okay, cool. I've got it on spin. It's like one of those misting fans to sort of help cool the room down a little bit, so get hay fever from it. Yeah, it's like it gets, I think it gets a lot of people like, oh, I loaded the wrong thing. Should we start this fight over again, or should I go from halfway through? That was a quick load, wasn't it? Son of a bitch. Yeah, the change of the seasons usually gets a lot of people I know. Hopefully doing it. Yeah, I hope so too. I don't get sick often, but when I do, it's really bad. So fingers crossed. Okay. Where am I? Oh fuck, she's dead still. I may have to start this from the beginning. My brain no worky midway through fight. Who's alive and who's dead? So she's been killed. Ridiculous witch is killed. It's just the beetle. Beetle, corpse, beetle. That's not too bad. I can maybe get through this. Maybe. Anyway, how are you today, Sarah? What'd you get up to? Playing some more Skyrim? How do you play video games? Oh, here we go. Very cash money. It makes it hard. Like, no wonder when I get sick from just such random weather, I'm like, you know what? Understandable. You've had enough of this weather. I've had enough of this. You're throwing a tantrum. That's fine. I accept this being sick because I'm over it too. I just want to lay in bed and wait out this fucking weather. So go for your life. Oh yeah, you shouldn't be able to see what. Oh, you can kind of see what I'm drinking. 216. Top is the best. Yeah, I have a bit of an issue with laptops. Even the ones that say for PC gaming, laptops have a very, and I'm sure, I haven't owned one in a very long time, but I'm sure it's still the case. They have an overheating issue, so you can buy like the best gaming laptop on the planet, but the heat will eventually get to it and like ruin everything, or degrade all the parts pretty badly. So eventually they just degrade and become basically paperweights, good for only a few bits and pieces really. Yeah, it's fair. Honestly, there is nothing wrong with having like, I still go back and play so many games on my 360 that I feel like it's maybe not underrated console, but definitely a forgotten one. People just don't give a shit anymore. Everyone's got to have like the latest and greatest console. Man, so I bought a PS4 last year because I got really hooked on the Persona games, if you're familiar. They're like these JRPG slice of life thing, and I played Persona 4 on PC and got massively hooked, like big time. And I bought a PlayStation 4 just for Persona 5. But the catch is I don't have enough room to set up a PS4, so it's sitting over there in my corner, waiting for me to move out and get some space. True, yeah. The last laptop I had actually got so hot when I used to try and play games on it that I burnt the palm, like legitimately burnt the palm of my hand. So after that, that went in the bin pretty much straight away. I couldn't care less about getting a console. Neither do I, honestly. So Persona's like an exclusive. So I didn't really have much of a choice. But unless there's like a exclusive that I really, really want, man, it's not worth it. And they're so expensive. So expensive. It's not worth the fucking, like, 17 weeks that you've got to work to earn enough money to pay the sons of bitches off. Can I reach you? Possibly. This is where it kind of cucked me a little bit last time. Other internet friends are really into those games. Yeah, they're disturbingly good. Like while I was playing Persona 4, that was all I was playing, and it was amazing. Like genuine tug on the heartstrings, like feel things kind of game. It was great. Yeah. How much, like the PS5? So the what is it? A lot of games are backwards compatible on the PS5, so I thought, okay, maybe it's been a while since the PS5s have been out, maybe the prices have gone down. I was wrong. Very wrong. The PS5s are still like $1,200, and that is fucking insane. I just cannot justify that, like, on a console. That's insane. It's just way too much. Can I get over to you? All these beetles have so much health, and they're so annoying. Can she... Do we have like a potion of invisibility or something? Not especially. What's the best one? Yeah, Persona 5 is supposed to be one of the best. Persona 4, it's got mixed reviews. Like some people really like it and some people say it's the worst. So I just kind of ignored them. I do have a potion. Medium constitution, what does that do? Take one of those, you can take the healing potion. And can you smack this guy around a little bit? No. 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 Guess you can move over here. No, that'll do. I know, right? Like, over the years, the consoles were... I mean, they were still expensive, but they weren't the just astronomical amount of money that they are these days. And I get it, you know, technology's getting more expensive and more advanced and whatever, but it's just so much. Like, 800 bucks seems like the minimum consoles are these days. And I think for a lot of people, can't really justify that. You know, is it buy a console or not eat for like 3 weeks, or, you know, pay rent and find something else to do, really. It's just a little ridiculous. I don't really know what to do here. I might have to start this fight over again, but I guess we'll go until we die. Raised bloated corpse, it's probably not enough. But is a human skull $1,200? So you know what? I'd probably go and buy the human skull just for shits and giggles, really. Seems like the better deal. See, I'll survive for a bit, I think, but I don't have enough. And our healer's dead too. Do I have a res scroll? I do. Just maybe. Let's get her up. Mining industry and child labor, yeah. Has a 3,000. You know what? I would have expected a human skull to be a lot more expensive. So like $1,000 to 3,000. I feel like that's fairly reasonable for someone's old soul cocoon. Oh man, is this even fucking worth it? Guess it's gonna have to be. I mean, it does a lot of damage, to be fair. Okay. There's not really much hope for that one. What are you? No. What are you weak against? Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to get rid of this one. Fucking smooth brain moment. So, medical specimens from the trade. There's a excuse me, hang on. Excuse me. I remember watching, I think it was like a 60-second documentary or something. One of those things where there was like a shop in, I think it was in New Orleans. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, God. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I mean, do I guess fresh skulls go for a bit more. Oh, for God's sake, what's wrong with me? Excuse me again. Holy shit. Yeah, I was watching a documentary where this dude was like a curator of body parts, basically, where he'd go and find specialty items for his shop, and people would come in and like pay a fairly decent amount of money for them. Pretty interesting. Definitely some odd things in there though. So, oh man, maybe I am. I guess you gotta get him somehow, hey. Yeah, okay. I guess we'll try with these two, but I don't think if we die, when we die, I'll reload to the start, I think. Oh my god. Steezy boy. Oh, get out of it. Oh, a few. So, what do they like? Is it literally just go to hospitals or research places and be like, hey, someone wants to buy this, do you want to sell this? Is that sort of how it works? Son of a bitch. Don't think this will kill it, annoyingly. Fuck. Each other on the script. Personal factions. Okay. It's interesting. It's very like. I feel like it's such a taboo thing as well that just sort of makes it very interesting to me. And by taboo, I mean like they're not really around in polite society, I guess. As dumb as that is. But whenever you hear about that stuff, it's usually like in a bad context. But I feel like it's a lot more interesting than they make it out to be, really. Oh, fuck. These does do so much damage. She's definitely not going to be able to take out these three on their own. Alright. I'm going to load it from the start here. For some reason. I guess, like, I can sort of understand it from some perspectives. I get a lot of like cultures believe that disturbing the remains kind of screws up the soul for the next part of their journey. So I sort of understand that, but then on the flip side, one, I can't imagine they're going to care too much, and two, it's like if someone wants to use bits and pieces to like learn extra things or I don't know, make something that looks cool, I would love it if someone made my skull into like, after I died of course, into like the centerpiece of their altar or something. I'd be like happy with that. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. I remember there was actually an episode of, I think it was Mythbusters, where they needed a proper human skull. Like a facsimile wouldn't work for whatever experiment they were doing. And they like did a whole little segment on how to treat like the excuse me, the skull and like all this sort of stuff, and it was really cool. It's only like 5 minutes, but still interesting. Oh man, I've got a blocked nose now. That's annoying. Certain services caused by you are no longer blocked by duration extended by 1 turn. By this talent. Burning, poison, bleeding, necrofy, acid, suffocating, entangled, death wish, and ruptured. I don't think I have any of those. Tax opportunity. I think I would like to get this one. Opportunist. And Morning Person too. Healing received by skills and consumables to magical. Far out, man. That could be a good one. Oh, there's too many good ones. I don't know what to pick. Donated by the person. Oh, I see, yeah. No, that's like... That's when I completely understand the issue, when they go into these like sacred sites or just like worshipping sites and pick shit up that doesn't belong to them, which is, you know, there's a very large history of that happening. That's when it's like I fully understand the outrage, because it's in a different sense. Like, it's a very spiritual thing for these people, and you coming along and putting your grubby hands on everything is like completely fucking with their families, like, or ancestors' afterlife, essentially. So I mean, fully give them permission to turn you into some sort of skull charm, son of a bitch. Pretty copious amount of money. Yeah, that was the. I mean, still is really like very much like a rich person's fascination, like having all these taboo occult items. As long as they pay a lot of money for it. Which, you know, obviously tickles some people's fancies. So I'm going to give her, without thinking about it, Opportunist, because I think that'll be really helpful for her. And for you, I don't really know what else. Memory, and what about you? Maybe Morning Person. I need her at full health if she ever comes back, because she's the one with the heals. And speaking of which... Chain Lightning. There you go. She can have that as well. So, I'll do another proper save. Oops. I think that's all of us. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm kind of dubious. You hear all sorts of different things when stories of people who like check the. So we have like a little donation on your licensing, like you donate your body to science or fucking whatever. But I remember this one guy was saying that his mother, like elderly mother, donated her body, and he was like, he was curious, so he tried to go and find out what her body was used for. And like after, I think it may have taken years, or it was a long time, because they kept stonewalling him every time he tried to find out what happened to his mother's body. And it turns out they used her body in a fucking bomb, in a military bomb test thing. So I think he had to use like the Freedom of Information Act or something. I don't know, it was like really weird. Yeah. This was like years ago now. But that was so strange to me, that like trying to find out what happened to your own mother's dead body was like such a fucking task. Do I have... I don't really have... I have a lot of shit in here, but it's not... I don't know how good it is. I quite like him having a poison one, honestly. No. I know that's why it sort of changed my view on it, because you don't know. They can, once you sort of tick that box and they take your body, it's very much you know, up to them what they do with it. And I don't know how I feel about that, really. What's that? No, that one's better. What about you? What do you got? That's probably better. She doesn't have a belt either. There you go. Man, I just am very woefully unprepared constantly. Not on purpose, I just can never be bothered to update their gear, which is definitely a bad thing. Wits and arrows edge. Yeah, you can have that. Ooh, that looks cool. I mean, that looks nothing like this hat, but that looks... I really like the hairstyle that gave her then. That's cool. But yeah, you've got that helmet on, so that's fine. Try to be a menace. Is that true? I didn't know. I didn't know that they could kill trees. Is it like some chemicals in our body or something? I have heard of like the sky burials, which are... It's like you that's really annoying. Where they just put your body on like an open field and let the animals pick you apart, like vultures and stuff. Which I think is a fine idea. Circle of nature and all that. That's pretty much all I can do, really. Weapons, sorted those out. She's got a really expensive weapon that better not be obsolete anytime soon, and that needs a source point. Son of a bitch. Because they paid a lot of money for that. Her weapon should be fine. Her boots are awful, but can't really do anything about that. And mine's probably the best that we have. I look terrible, but still. Alright, Loesch looks amazing now. Alright, I'm gonna go and make out with the bug lady again.
What is this place?
Kill plant life. Oh, I have more points. Ah, yeah, talents. What do I want him to have?
Little bones and bloody mush.
Okay, first glass cannon. Back, wow. So you're on mobile then, are you? How annoying. How annoying. Chemicals that are produced can kill plant life. Are we must be good for like some kind of fertilizer though. torturer. This guy's a very statusy attacker, so I think maybe we will give him the torturer one. I don't know what to put into mine.
Yes, this will do.
I got 3 points. I'm kind of tempted to put points into polymorph, honestly, because it just seems cool. But I also don't want to waste my points. I'll put one in necromancer anyway. Okay, save for the 70th time. Hopefully I'm a bit more prepared now.
A tall woman stands amid a field of corpses, some fresh, some ancient. The sour smell of them stings your nostrils, your eyes. As
Maybe
you
it's just
draw
not all
nearer,
of us. I
the
know,
stench blooms into a humid flavor you can almost. The woman turns to you.
Okay, we've
bitten
already-
lips parting into a grin. She lowers
Okay,
as she
we'll do what we
rises
did
up to her full
before.
height. She peers.
Ave de more de me.
She pat.
But you're too late. Looks like we'll have to find some other way to keep you.
Oh yeah, this is the real creepy one. Notice the way the clasps, and buckles on her outfit pressed into her caramel skin. Tell her she has your attention.
She bites
It's like,
her lip
dude,
and leans
put
in, close
your
to your
take
face.
off the
As
fedora
she whispers, her breath
and
faintly
go
fragrant with
and
a sweet
whack off
honey
into a
smell,
sock,
caresses
okay?
your ear.
Before you make a big mistake.
You almost forget where you are.
I'm sure. I wonder if there's like any plants out there that like specifically grow. Because if you think of like through time, where like all the big battles of history have happened, there's got to be at least one plant out there that kind of thrives on body bits.
I find you rather delicious.
Yeah, here we go. Take her by the hip and kiss her deeply. This is where we get all the
Suddenly her
bugs
breath
shoved
stops.
down our
You hear a
throat.
low hum, getting louder. The flies.
Bloody. Tell me, little man. Do you know why this? It's the. I'll need more.
Fungi. Well, there we go. Because, like, if you... there's been that much, you know, bloodshed over the years, that... without a doubt. I also remember... I don't know, I've seen, like, shows and stuff that seem realistic, you can never really tell, but... that have like people trying to get rid of bodies via mushrooms and stuff. Oh, is that right? I know fairy circles are like a very mystical thing, but I didn't know that there was like a real world reason for that. That's it. I kind of like that actually. Okay, I'm going to save it right here. From here on out, the save scumming begins. Circle of mushrooms. Wait a second, I think I've got one of those out in my backyard. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Anyway, changing the subject. Well, I mean, even in this game, there was a fairy circle, like outside of a trolls thing, so it's pretty prevalent. I think I played a few games where they play like they have like special attributes or something. Oh man. If I can sort of group these dingles together. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Get it to rain over here. It's a very atypical thing these days to like for people to get these tattoos that could mean very, very, very different things. It's like the traditional what do you call them? Like tribal tattoos. I have like my a lot of like the older people in my family have like people who have actually earned, or like know people who have actually earned these tribal tattoos, like the proper way they've meant to be earned, and they sometimes mean some very serious things compared to, you know, Chad down the road who just went and got a tattoo because he felt like it. So you have to be super careful. Yeah, stuff like that. It's some tattoos have like a genuinely like serious meaning, and people are just like, lol, this looks cool, not knowing that it means something. No, I don't really have anything, do I? Oh, that's alright. All good. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much either. Like, a quick little Google... So you can Google stuff by images these days, so it's not like it's a difficult thing to do, you know? Just, like, take a Google. You're gonna save yourself a lot of embarrassment and a lot of, like, possibly trouble in the future if you just take that time to, like, chill out a second and, you know, maybe not appropriate. Yeah, I mean, there's a few exceptions where if it's definitely not a deeper meaning to it, you know. And a lot of the times you can kind of tell. Some people make stuff up, but then, you know, I guess you never really know whether or not it's got a deeper meaning behind it. It's definitely safer to just be like, okay, well, this looks cool, but I think I'll leave this one alone. You know? Who's next? It's not yours. Well, yeah, exactly. The another classic example is the very white thing to do and go and get like Chinese or Japanese letters tattooed like anywhere, and you know, it's like they think it's some deep and meaningful phrase, and once again it was done by a white artist who has no idea. So, and it just says like, you know, hot dog or dickhead or something along those lines, and when you get someone who can actually read that stuff, they're just like, wow, you're an imbecile. So, you know, good job. Yeah, this actually says love in Chinese iconography, and it's really deep and meaningful to me. Actually, sorry to burst your bubble, Ken, but that just says chicken wing, and also it's got the price. It's $1.99. So, good job. I don't know how to play this. I can't afford to like keep starting this fight over and over again, but I also don't want to like waste my moves. Yeah, I'll just move out. Yeah, I'll just move out of the way. It's a cheap chicken wing. It is. I mean, if you just want one, it's probably a little bit expensive, but it's not bad for some chimkin. We don't really have any good chicken places here. I'm sure there's a few family restaurants like out and about that have decent chicken, but like we have KFC and just like garbage, really. Fire is probably a good one. There we go. We both take 2. This takes 1. fast food places. That's one thing. America, from like all the food things that I follow on Instagram, your food just looks fucking amazing compared to the stuff we have here. It just, like the stuff you can just go down and, you know, there's like a family restaurant that's been there for 40 years and they serve just like this immaculate, like it looks like slop but it tastes amazing, that sort of stuff. Here it's just like, if it looks like shit, it's gonna be shit, and if it looks good, it's probably gonna be shit as well. It's a bit much. Yeah, the helpings, like, we have our serving sizes here are relatively small, but and like compared to America, it's just insanely tiny. Like our large is sort of like your guys' is small, as like a bit of a reference, I guess. But man, I'd love some and the cheese is a little bit overdone for me sometimes, but other than that, man, would not mind at all. Oh, for God's sake. I think they know she's the healer. That must be why, because they're taking some fucking chunks out of her. It's not really... It's not gonna help me. First for breakfast and lunch. I mean, that's good though. Like, I usually if you get like takeaway here, it's pretty much one and done. You know, nothing really left over to have the next day. Yeah, I like cheese as much as the next person, but some of the videos that I've seen from America are just like sickening. Like I've seen this one where it's like this huge cheese wheel, and I know this like cheese thing is like a viral sensation where they sort of scorch the cheese on top and scrape it off onto whatever you're having, which is fine, looks amazing. But this one I saw, it was just like this fucking giant cheese wheel, and the cheese was just dripping off it, and they got this massive knife and scraped it all, not just on top of this like burger or whatever it was, but it went over the whole plate, and I'm like, you've just ruined what looked like a pretty decent meal with a kilogram of cheese. It's like, well, they probably went there for that as well, but still, it's just like, calm thyself. I think that's how you can turn yourself fucking lactose intolerant. To that, yeah. Like I said, I like cheese, but not that much. Not that much at all. But I mean, I get it. Some people just really fucking love cheese. Most of the time, those people are lactose intolerant as well. Seen those? Yeah, they look really good. The more like generally mice people. Oh my god, that's funny. The ones I've seen have been a bit more reasonable, and they look really good. Like it's nice cheese and all that sort of stuff. And like it just looks really nice, but this one was, you know, a little bit too far. But that's a very like classic thing to do. People see these trends and be like, well, I can make that better, and then they do that. Okay, that one's gone. Who needs healing? Fane actually does, but I can't heal him because it'll kill him. So she's got okay health. I think I might. He's fine. I'll need to heal someone before I leave though. And you just. Before it dies, I mean. Oh, fuck's sake. Pick someone else, or I swear to God. Oh man, I quick saved right at the fucking beginning again. Oh, nice. It's okay, I have a resurrection scroll, so it's fine. No, you're going. Squeak, squeak. I need more cheese, bitch. Squeak, squeak. Okay, I'm just gonna leave the block here and you can sort it out for yourself. How about that, you fucking human mouse? Okay, that's better. Need to get rid of these bugs. Okay, I'm saving this here. One person I can deal with. Fane, he's okay, but like, I can definitely deal with him being dead. Strangely tough, those fucking beetles. Because it's true. I'm pretty sure at this point, I'm fairly certain they're just like actual mice in disguise. You know that how in the old cartoons kids used to dress up with, you know, 3 children on top of each other in a big trench coat? I think those people might just be 7,000 mice stacked up on top of each other. Why are they accosting her? It's very annoying. She's okay for the time being though, so should be fine. He's frozen. Perfect. So we can leave it alone for now. Mice in Disguise? Oh, I'm sure that's a band name somewhere. Without a doubt. Someone's already taken that. Okay. Where's a corpse that I can use? I'd prefer one like up here. We can't move very far. Oh shit, they just unsummoned the... Fuck. I forgot about that. That's okay. Can I reach anyone? No, that's fine. Lovely. And you can just like chill, I guess. Nice disguise. Oh yeah, trademarked that shit. 447 skunks. Now there's a picture. They could make a very large man or woman and get away with many things. You leave my cat alone, you son of a bitch. These bugs! How do you miss a bug that is the same size? Actually, no, probably bigger than a person. You're lucky you've been so useful, Sabil. Yeah, don't wake anyone up. Should. We're doing a lot better. I think it's just down to luck. Wow, that does, I don't even know why I bothered by that. Bothered with that. It's garbage. Do I have any scrolls? How big's a skunk? I gotta say, I haven't really run into many lately. I don't even know if we have skunks, honestly. Oh, you know what? Zane should have some... Is that his name? Fane, sorry. Should have some skills that I haven't set for him yet, too. Takes 2. Oh, fantastic. Oops. Can you make it up here by any chance? Kind of, but not like I need you to. How much else have you got? Cat-sized? Oh, really? Say, let's get with my happy. Oh my god, that's adorable. I'd love to have one as a pet. Can't really do anything there either. I can try and keep him around, but if he dies, then I'm kind of fucked. Guess we can just try and take this one out then. Okay, yes, please do. If they didn't have so much fucking armor. This is like a boss fight though, so I get why it's so tough. And who's Medat? Usually they have a name for a reason. I need to get rid of you. Stat. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Sorry, 2 seconds. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Oh my god. Excuse me. Is that hanging out? Oh, no. Whatever. Just kicked it there. Okay. Out of here. Sorry. Just I forgot to do that before. Formation. Oh no, I've frozen it. The end of this good? Okay, cool. I'll have a look then. Have a look. Oh my god. That is fucking adorable. They are pretty much like cats, aren't they? And they do like front wheelies. What? I like that they get up on their little front paws. Do little stoppies, I think that's what they're called. Need one. Oh my god.
For the first couple weeks, they have balance issues, and because their legs are so short, it's a little bit harder for them to
Look at the little baby. I have a cat that looks kind of like that. Like a little rat.
He was sassy from day one. He is always stomping.
It's a skunk grading channel. That's it. No more games. We just watch skunk videos all day.
Those little hand stomp.
Oh my god. I love that they stomp. That's amazing.
Then after a while, you notice that it progressed to an actual. You start hearing that stomping on something. He would turn his little butt towards me. He did not have other siblings, so I provided a lot of stuffed animals.
Let's see the.
I think he really enjoyed his stuffed animals that weren't his size.
Well, and we'll just watch this and then we'll get back to whatever we were doing. What were we doing? Playing some games? Psh. Oh my god.
After that, it's usually they're doing the handstand.
The
When
handstand.
they're coming down, they stomp the back feet. So as soon as I would open the doors, he would turn around and show me his little hind end, put up his tail, and start stomping.
He's
So
we are getting to see a lot more of a
graduated
skunk butt
We
than
have something
I
back
was
there that's our
sort of
weapon.
thinking.
to, so let me make noise, and then I'm going to give it to you. He's not going to spray me. I'm not worried about that. His fur started to finally grow in. I thought, okay, I'm on the right track there. I had him inside for the longest time. His instincts have kicked in. He's crazy. He just really wanted out of his cage in the house.
I'll get shit on. Well, that's true, yeah. It seems clean.
So I put him outside, and now he is as happy as can be.
Oh my god.
As soon as I got him outside, and I don't have to teach him how to practice in the sand, he picked that up. Now he's 4.5 pounds.
Chunky
and I
boy.
usually release him at about 6. So I think by spring, he's going to be ready.
Oh my god. Look at the little stomps. I want at least several hundred. Oh, now we gotta go back to the creepy bug lady. Ugh. Where's the skunk lady? I'd prefer that. Well, now that I say that out loud, maybe not, but still. Oh. Oh, you can set formations and stuff. I mean, should have been obvious from the start, but that's cool. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, bugs. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna need at least 447 skunks right now. Please and thank you. When I come to the States, it'll just be like, hey, Darkness, what's that noise? And why have you all of a sudden got like a couple hundred cages with you? What are you planning on doing with all them skunks in them cages? It's nothing. I mean, what skunks? I don't know what you're talking about. They'll know me as the skunk smuggler. Feared throughout the civilized lands. Every 30 minutes. Hang on. So I can turn off pre-rolls, which is what shows up when you first like pop in, I guess. And it seems like I can disable them by like playing ads too, which doesn't really work. Like, it's not a soccer crypto. Oh god. Sorry, little. Back. Soccer crypto. That sounds like hell. Incentives to sub. Yeah, right. So there's not really a lot of options as an affiliate. It's either so there's like the subscription stuff. So subs don't get ads, which is fair enough. But also like I can run ads to stop them, which I guess could work if it's like it stops them for a couple hours, but not if it just stops them for like the half an hour anyway. And that seems to be what this is saying. But apparently, which I didn't know this, it's actually a part of the agreement to when you become an affiliate, which I didn't read. So I'll see. I'll see for next time, for tomorrow, if I have enough time. See if I can set it, like if I run the ads manually, if I can get them to break a little bit more, because like I said, and like we've sort of worked out, the ads, I don't make any, I make like a cent per view per ad, which it just isn't like worth the inconvenience for anyone really. So we'll see if I can, if me running them means there's a bigger break in between. I'll have a look at that for tomorrow. That was not as much damage as I was expecting, honestly. But there we go, that'll work. Yes! Is that all the bugs? It is, it's just the undead guy now. You fucker. Shit, I don't know if I have enough to make another. Or do I? I do. Resurrection scroll. No, I don't. I need water essence. How do I get water essence? Thanks. Weapons, potions. Fuck it. That's alright, Sarah. Yeah, no. That is fair enough. That's like fucking daylight robbery. But yeah, well, sleep well. Hope it goes well tomorrow, and I'll see ya when I see ya. Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh, don't you get killed too. Okay, holy shit. So we managed to... I guess we freed the dragon now. That's part of that. Now... Oh, good. Good. I don't really want the leg. It's okay though. Aromatic journal. Test itself. Oh, okay. Sure. This guy was going to make a dead flower perfume, of course. Okay. Infects. Oh, damn it, I already had that one. It's a good skill, though. Okay. We'll take the rose, I guess. Identify all this crap. Oh, another purging wand. That's good. Which I kind of needed. Perseverance, warfare, and finesse. Ooh, that's kind of cool. It's all finesse. Take its thorn. Okay. And another dagger. Right. So... set silent, set crippled. The daggers so far have been... like, they don't look like too much, but they are significantly better than... just like the backstabbing skill makes them so much better. Well, I hope there's somewhere we can go and store all this crap, like a home base at some point. That'd be nice. Creepers, you can have that, of course, because she's the creepy lady. I mean that in the nicest possible way. He's dead. Intelligence, lucky charm. Finesse, warfare, perseverance. I'm probably okay with what I have. Now I'm massively over-encumbered. Good. And give these to Sabine. I'll do for now. So who do I res? Clearly no one had any water essence. Guess we'd leave them for the time being, till I can go and get some more. I'm going to talk to the dragon. Hopefully we'll get something halfway decent from him. Sabine is definitely the best looking so far. She's got a nice, like, cool outfit on. And I have jack shit. Look at me, I look terrible. I got a weird, raggedy skirt on. The rest of me is quite buff looking. Bulky looking, I should say. The armor's very bulky. And, you fucker. Get up, clown boy.
You see a glimmer of hope flicker across Slane's eyes as he notices your approach. It's quickly doused with a practiced scowl of the oft disappointed.
Have you brought it? Or am I to remain a slave?
Here you go.
Slane rears back in eagerness, grasping the purging wand with razor-sharp claws. Before your eyes, the source from within the wand surges into his draconic form, filling him with a light so bright that you must shield your eyes from the glare.
Oh!
The blazing brightness dies down. Squinting, you now see no dragon before you, but the figure of a handsome lizard. A handsome lizard with the same eyes as Slane. His eyes still blaze, a piercing silver. A triumphant smile dominates his face.
New
as he
companion,
bows extravagantly
perhaps?
before you.
Slave. At your service.
Marvel at his changed form. Is he... oh, he's a dragon knight, okay. Cool.
Neither. Both. I am a dragon knight, the last of my bloodline. Shifting between two shapes is our greatest gift.
Hey Wolf, how you doing? Choose this one. Well, yeah, you missed the whole, like, mad makeout session between me and the lady who put bugs down my throat. It was great. Oh shit. Say you met that awful witch. Hey, what the fuck? Stuck on something. See what it is. The quests so far have been pretty entertaining.
What I would have given to hear her death rattle. The memory of it would have lulled me to sleep for the remainder of my days.
That's a bit weird, but sure.
Knowing that vile woman rests in pieces gives me great comfort. I'd like to offer you the same. When you are truly at a loss, when you have no choice but to back down or perish, you will find safety in my shadow. This, I promise.
Okay. How he'll know when you need him.
I am a dragon knight, aren't I? We have a knack for knowing.
Slane smiles at you and turns to leave. He takes no more than a few steps before he shimmers out of lizard form, blurring in midair back into a majestic dragon that soars away.
You know what? That just really makes me want to play, or like be a dragon knight, like in Ego Draconis. I hope that gets a remaster one day. Fuck, that was a good game. Oh god, what do I want? Initiative, dodging, intelligence, hydrosophist. Or a staff. How you doing, Wolf? How you been? What you been up to? How's the new job going so far? I guess we'll just take that. That's fine. Too much to carry. Good. The Illuminator. Sabiel's a bit of like the pack horse at the moment, looks like. Yeah, should do for now. I need to go back and get some fucking scrolls. Yippee. I've also been up in here already. It's just like this area I need to go into now. I'm pretty much just starting Wednesday. Nice. Set for another 6 or 7 hours. Ooh, how are you finding the adjusting to the new sleep schedule? I imagine it's not can't be much fun. There. Oh, they're not there. Oh, they got disconnected. Okay. I've got one. I'll just have to buy another. I'd really rather not, but I don't really have a choice.
She looks at you with wet eyes and manages a wink before
Till I can get
returning to
some
her
water
work.
essence, that is.
Good to see you.
Oh, geez, so you haven't even got a chance to adjust. That makes it kind of difficult, doesn't it? Well, I'm sure you'll get into the knack of it pretty quickly once you have a few shifts for sure. Do you have 2 days off? Just to like get ready for it, or just because you were doing so much training? That's nice. Very nice. Tough. No, it's definitely, if you're night inclined to like the night owlish side of things, it's definitely easier to stay up all night and sleep through the day, much like vampires, without the long life and other benefits. Another vampire?
What's this? Looks
Wow, that sounds like something a vampire would say. just a werewolf. Fair. I mean, makes sense. It's in the name, really. Right, let's check my journal real quick. Pigs. We told the pig that the shrine perhaps prayers will be answered. Oh! Okay, let's go and have a look at that. Where are the piggles? I'll do this by myself, I guess. Piggies?
The goddess's tears still stream.
Oh, here he is.
Thanks for sending me here. It's quite beautiful, isn't it? I've prayed to Amadia real hard, but I'm not sure it's done much good. Still, a wizard trapped in a pit.
Get in the pool.
Oh, what a grand idea!
Usually when people end a sentence with what's the worst that could happen, the worst goes ahead and happens.
Amadia, you have heard my prayers. Well, hello. May you walk with Amadia.
Say hello and ask who she is.
Oh, I'm a wizard. And I was a long time ago, too. In between, I was a pig. And I was on fire for most of that time. It's a long story. Of course.
I transformed her from a pig to a lady again, and she can't even be bothered to give me a frickin' discount. The cheek, I say, the cheek of this woman is indescribable. Raise it back. No one uses shields. Magical wand of the wizard. So wands, more daggers. It's okay, I guess. Nothing too like fantastic. She does have lots of money, so I can probably sell her quite a bit of things. So get rid of a lot of this crap. Anything that's not unique. Okay, let me.
Bye now.
Bye. Oh, hang on. I can probably pay her to identify everything. Where are you going? Oh, get out of the water. Let's see. Okay. This is a bit of a mess, isn't it? To make into a lizard thing. I think I might take these off. Taking up too much room. All sets. This. No. Oi. I really could have used these skills, I feel like, and I just completely fucking forgot they existed. Good job, me. Anyway. Does anyone else have any spells that I've ignored up until now? No, she's pretty good. Fine for that. She's just gonna sit up there, which is good. Okay. Poison. Might be okay for Fane, maybe. It's pretty shitty. Can I... If I select all this garbage... To ring... Add to wares. It's probably all I want to really get rid of. Still have a lot of weight though. And I don't know what that's entirely from. Oi! Stop making me hold on to that shit. Ah, yes. Put all these paintings away too. Books will keep. Okay. Please buy my garbage.
Armadia's blessing be upon you. How can I help you?
$300, all of that for 370. You, is you having a giggle? Frickin' clown lady.
Bye now.
Are you fucking serious? Hang on a second. Wait. Does it not just pool all your wares together? That seems strange. I mean... Loesch is the one that's got the bartering skills, so... Maybe it was just because we're separated, possibly? I don't know. Seems weird, but it's whatever.
Armadia's blessing be upon you. How can I help you?
It's a little bit more reasonable. Oh, this one. $1,000. Perfect.
Bye now.
Bye. Okay, save it there. What else have we got on our to-do list before I go into like the other area? Sling's help. We've done that one. Join the Seekers and head for the beach. Dragon's Way. That's when the time comes. Sure. It's all done. Burning pigs, all done. Right. I think the next step is to just head up and explore what's up here. It's the only area that I haven't been to. Oh. Wow. It's not your internet, Wolf, it's mine. Hang on a second. Okay. Hopefully that little massive lag spike has... well, will be the only one for tonight. Fingers crossed anyway. Yeah, I was just saying. Blah, 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 blah. Thievery. Not the humans will get this steals stuff from them. As well as bartering. Yeah, I've sort of been making... so I don't really know what to do with Loesch. Shin. But I've kind of just put some points into her bartering. I figured I might as well have someone who can, like, get us a little bit extra money and pay less for shit. Don't know what else to give us, so it's not the worst thing in the world, I don't think. So I might head back up here and just walk up through and see what's up here. Oh, we have to go to Gareth. Oh, excuse me, rallying point anyway. I don't have any... Alright, so I might go and get some sauce first. And then go to the meeting point, I guess. I have 3 charges for this, hopefully that's enough. Fingers crossed. Hey man.
The Magus arrived.
I still like dying, hey. Oh yeah, I forgot he's tough as nails for some reason. And I don't have a lot of damaging skills. And this son of a bitch gets his... So what does that one, what does that skill actually do? Okay. And he had nothing. Good job. How in the world did I do that? It's the quickest way. I guess it's from here around. Excuse me. Yeah, there's like a big old... This is where the pigs were, I'm pretty sure. But like back here there's some sort of ambush. Which, I mean, I'm not too bothered about triggering. Seeing as how I got my ass kicked last time pretty handedly as well. So I might take the other way around. There's a Magister up here as well. Who's this? There is someone down here. Or up here. Maybe it's an animal. Never mind.
Who's there? I can hear you. Captain, is that you?
Trained wand. Oops.
Stop! Who goes there?
Young Magister's tenderly fingers 2 fresh gashes across his eye and face. His fingertips hesitate over his closed eyeballs. As he blinks, as you approach, he spins to face you and raises his hand. Oi. Was I accidentally playing as Loesch? I genuinely don't know if I was or not.
He raises his sword.
State your name! Now!
I'm a sorcerer, escaped from the fort, all you want to do is leave the island.
Escaped!
He sidles blindly beside the cart, groping his way toward you.
go. It's my job. It's why I'm
You've
here.
been seriously hurt. You've no choice but trust me.
Don't you understand? You're so dangerous. It isn't your fault, but you are. If you leave this place, you could bring a void woken on your head at any time.
He continues to grope toward you, his sword clenched tightly in his hand. He opens his eyes a fraction of an inch and...
No! No! Don't try anything. Do you...
He clings tightly to your forearm, getting his bearings on the marshy ground.
Gently reach out and hold his face, examining the deep, bloody wounds across his eyes.
How bad is it?
Tell him it's bad.
He stands there for a moment, very still, holding on to you. His grip on you tightens before he lets go and stands at his full height.
Look! Look! I have a job here. I need to guard this cart and...
He pulls a pair of shackles out of his bag and holds them out, open toward you.
What are you guarding?
Nothing! Understand? Stay away, please! Don't make this any harder. You're dangerous. I need to keep you safe. They come in the night. They come by morning. They
Come on, man.
kill everyone.
Really
I've
busting
seen
my
it.
balls
Hold
here.
Still, please.
What a dipshit. What a dipshit. Who's the dipshit now? I just missed. So, I mean, they really are. Even times when you're trying to be nice. Not even nice, just like... This guy's gone his like eyes have been gouged out.
Hurts, doesn't it?
And I was trying to be chill about it. And he's still trying to arrest me. So I'm gonna murder you. Not my fault. I mean, it is, but... I'm not taking responsibility. For my actions, that is. Fuck you. So far, that has been like the Magister to a T. And it does get old a little after a little while. Oh, 3 health, are you freaking serious? Poor guy. Oh, he dissolves into sludge. Lovely. Such comfort. It's a letter from his family just to make you feel extra bad, I guess. Well, unfortunately for you, I don't have those emotions, so, you know, rip, I guess. How checks to pull that? Oh, definitely. Oh yeah.
Such barbarism. What happened here?
The Seeker's head twitches upwards as you approach. His eyes open a fraction. He struggles to focus his gaze upon you. A low moan escapes his cracked lips. His eyes close, and...
Oh, Jesus.
You thought you'd already seen the full depths of Magister cruelty.
The next Magister I meet is going to suffer.
These Magisters. They'll get their comeuppance, sooner or later.
A blade through the heart would be a kindness to these lost souls.
You're not
We were
wrong.
lucky not to meet the same end as this lot.
Who are you?
An old elf's pained gaze passes between the crucified. Anger bubbles within him. He seems on the brink of tears of rage.
Dear ones, not like this. Not like this. Not like this.
Place a hand on his shoulder and tell him you plan to avenge all those harmed by the Divine Order.
He covers your hand with his.
It will take a great light to drive out this manner of darkness. A great light indeed.
I didn't expect this ancient elf to sound like he's from North.
They're as good as my family. But I cannot heal them. I cannot heal them. So much pain. But they're still inside. They're true souls. Uncorrupted. I feel
Yeah.
them still. I see them still.
Ooh. I just, like... it just seems like they're out to be as dickish as possible.
And yes, I know full well what they'll become. And I know full well they'd rather die 1,000 deaths than be used in such ways.
I've seen the Shriekers.
Where you find Shriekers, you can trust the Divine Order is hiding something they desperately want to keep private. Fate of my dear ones proves there must be some such thing on this very island. Stay away from Shriekers if you want to live.
I know.
I know not how much longer my friends here have.
Yeah, it's usually I like my depraved bad guys to have like another side, not just unnecessarily evil. But in this case, I'm sort of fine with it because it gives me someone to murder, and also there's a Magister right here, which apparently no one can see. So, oh yeah. So, see, making you hate someone is a very difficult job to do, in games, especially. So I think they've done a pretty decent job of it. So many dead Seekers.
Smoke, blood, and carnage. The Magisters didn't spare a single Seeker.
Human foot. Don't mind if I do.
We'll find them, or we'll find another way.
Doesn't feel quite right, but I need all the equipment I can find.
So the Reds think they can butcher us like hogs and get away with it.
Okay. He seems particularly mad.
You would attack the Magisters directly. Are you so eager to die, Seeker? You cannot
Bark at the room.
the Shriekers, not without stronger weapons than these.
We'll find them, or we'll find another way.
Let's see if Sabil feels like eating a foot.
You would attack the Magisters directly. Are you so eager to die, Seeker? You cannot stand against the Shriekers, not without stronger weapons.
You're stumbling away from the shoreline, a deep wound in your side. Behind you, the remains of your ship slip beneath the water. You press on, you and the others.
Yeah, there's nothing more than like a pointless bad guy. I think that takes everything out of the story, really. If you...
Yet here they are, twice as many in number as you and my friends. You reach for your sword.
Like if your bad guys are just kind of hollow, one-sided, the world you're in is telling you that they're the bad guys, but you never really see why, or I don't know, they never really affect you personally. The game is just like, no, they're the bad guys, trust us, you gotta deal with them. It's kinda like, well, why though? Like, you've told me they've done all these things, sure, but I've not really seen anything. You're just asking me to go off like the narrator's word, essentially, or the in-game lore. It's like I need something to motivate me.
But the sky is already thick with Magister arrows.
And it's even better when the bad guys have like another side to them that makes them seem like sort of draws out some sympathy from you, stuff like that. That's when it's like, ooh, that's like a good bad guy. Yeah, definitely.
Something.
Ooh. And that's very hard to do. It's hard to make a good villain.
Supplies. The Magisters aren't as thorough as I presumed.
Hmm?
It's a good thing Leigh is safe back at the cave. See,
Can I have this? Or can she pick the lock? That makes sense. I can get behind that. Yeah, there's two sides to every story, and when they try and shove the first, like the good guys side of the story down your throat without giving you a chance to like, well, get a different viewpoint, it is very like, oh, I very much, when that happens, it happens a lot more in games, sort of older games, I would say, where it was just like, oh, bad guys go kill. And that was sort of like the whole game. Or there was a big thing for a while, and I guess it still does kind of happen, where it's like, oh, they're Nazis. Or, you know, mega Nazis or something. And, it's just like, I know that, yeah, they're bad. They're very bad. So, you know, you've given me that reason. But then there's still, like, you still sort of need, in world, you still need something to actually give two shits, you know? What have we got now? Captain's Charm. Enemies who move in your aura will be charmed. Ooh, that's cool. I found that totally by accident too, by the way.
Careful now, that's a trap.
Lots of traps. Nazis. Yeah, that was a big thing for like for a couple years, I think, where it was just constant. Every game that came out had like Nazis in some way, shape, or form. And it was just so boring. Yes, we have.
I figured it was only a matter of time. I'm ready to pay the price.
What are you doing
That's
here?
not for me to say. If you must kill me, then kill me.
Oh, yeah, I'm not interested in killing you. I'm interested in watching you suffer.
No. I owe Alexander everything.
Okay, well, your funeral. Sabine is by far our best character now. Like, she has been since she arrived, really. She's probably got the best gear out of all of us as well, now that I think about it. Oi! I probably don't want to teleport him, do I? Trying to think who, like, what game? Oh, actually, Dragon Age 2. Probably the one that pops to my mind, sort of like off the top of my head. Dragon Age 2 made me hate mages. So much so that when I play that game and I play a mage, I usually side against the mages. They did such a good job there of like giving them these sympathetic, like there's definitely reasons for them doing what they're doing, but there's also these really horrific things that affect you, the main character, that give you like this really difficult choice or choices to be either sympathetic or against them. It did such a good job. It's the best part of that game, I think. Not really a close combat kind of guy, is he? Guess we could. resist. Okay. And some poison. Oh. Easy peasy. Okay.
You must help us wage up.
The Seeker is...
Should we kill these
The
poor
Seeker
bastards?
gazes up. She slowly, reluctantly looks.
Quiet. Lucian speaks within me.
Okay.
So many Seekers lost, and more blood will be spilled before long. At least
Ooh, a
Hannah's
fireball.
safe
That's probably a good
and
one for Zane. Spontaneous combustion. Also not bad. Actually, where is... He's got a book for or something. Or I've already taught it to him. I may have already taught it to him. Or not. Is it maybe in my inventory?
Mercy.
What the fuck? I know I had... I can't remember what the skill was, but I know I had it. Is it this thing? Bleed fire. Yeah, there we go. Pyrokinetic and polymorph. I think we'll give this to Fane. And we'll give him a point in polymorph at some point. There's also more gear. Oh, guess we're going to talk to... Hello, do you sell anything?
Did you see what those magisters did? Putting our dead on display like hunting trophies.
Generates magic armor. Burning, poisoned. I guess it depends. Depends on what I want to make. What's her face? Loesch. Do I want to make her a healer?
The battle nears.
I guess I probably do, hey. How much money do I want to spend is another question.
Kerban stares at the body of his dead comrade, tightly gripping his weapon in a cold fury.
This won't go unavenged.
Kerban stares at the body of his dead comrade, tightly gripping his weapon in a cold fury.
You would attack the Magisters directly? Are you so eager to die, Seeker? You cannot stand against the Shriekers, not without stronger weapons than these.
We'll find them.
Each turn, this totem will fire a projectile at enemies in sight. That seems that's okay, I guess. But if you can only have one up at a time, it's probably not as good. Target character receives a damage bonus equal to the percentage of the missing vitality. For example, a character with 30% vitality will gain a 70% damage bonus. That also seems unnecessarily dangerous.
Those Magisters are going to regret.
So many Seekers lost, and more blood will be spilled before long. At least Hannah's safe.
Would it get crazy? God, I can imagine. Like the sheer combination of skills you've got here is a little boggling. And throw in that bleed fire one that has you need to point a point in each skill thing. that throws like another wrench in the mix, which is quite cool. But like you can't go wrong with just like a fireball. That is like just grade A good shit. And again, spontaneous combustion. It's very like damage dealing stuff. But this will mean that Zane has everything except peace of mind, which I think I have the book for somewhere. Guess I'll get fireball and spontaneous combustion. It's pretty expensive. Okay. I would like to sort this a little bit more, I think. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Those magisters are gonna pay. I want to see some guts spilled for what they did to us.
Ice fan. I think I might just get Armor of Frost. That seems like a good one. Oh, all allies around the caster. I think we can afford both. It's fine. We've got some cash for now. Hey, eat that.
Your grip tightens around the blade's hilt. You never felt such rage. These freaks, they are tearing the world apart. They must not live. Rivellon must survive.
What happened here? Keep it. Join on. What do we got? Every piece has been brought together. Lovely. Solution needs to learn her skills. Okay. How are we doing for skills actually? I've got plenty of spots. So does he, and so does she. So. Okay, I guess we'll talk to them now.
If I were you, I'd stay close to Sir Gareth once the fighting begins.
As you approach, Gratiana turns to you. Her moves are lighter now. Her voice is warmer, but still tempered by the scene around her.
Ooh, shocking touch. I'm definitely getting that for Loesch. That way I can have the gloves back. What's this one? Yeah, I got that one already. Fuck, that's expensive. But gonna have to take it. Yeah, that'll do.
It would be a sweet joy to see the Magisters chased from this land.
I found a purging wand.
Praise unto the goddess.
Okay, so I see I've got 3 charges on my wand. There's one there, possibly one there, one there. So that's 2 already. Is that all they have? If they've only got 2, that'd be perfect.
You've come. Lucian be praised.
Oh my god, so many fucking skills. Okay.
Gareth glances over his shoulder, and his voice tightens.
The Shriekers keep watch, and their gaze isn't the only one we should avoid. The murderer is here, Alexander. The butcher's in the ruins, beyond the Shriekers, and he's not alone, as well he wouldn't be. The Order keeps its godwoken leashed. Nothing, as long as those Shriekers stand. Get that purging one. If I didn't know better, I'd think the gods themselves were your counsel.
Well, Gareth, there's little spoilies there for you.
He reaches for the wand, but pulls back before touching it.
Would that I could aim this wand at Alexander myself, to bleach his soul and sear his skin. No, this thing was birthed from a wicked era. What would Lucian say, seeing me confront one evil with another? Go.
Oh yeah, I think you're just making me do the dangerous work, you son of a bitch. Oh, there's 3. I think if I put Brachus's helmet on, I can still...
It's been cursed.
Oh, I can still move, but what does it do? Makes me permanently warm. Is that all it does? Fire resistance, water resistance. Well, you know what? I can accept that, honestly. If it lets me do this unlimitedly, I will happily deal with that.
My helmet seemed to stir just now.
May Armadia's grace keep us safe.
Praise be, you have silenced the Shriekers and cleared our way. Yet it seems I'm in need of you again, my friend. You have any more miracles in you?
I crave battle.
We've got a boat ready to row to the Lady Vengeance. But if Alexander sees us bobbing among the waves, we'll be shark chow. So we split up. I take the Seekers to the Lady Vengeance. You go to the ruins and keep Alexander busy. He'll be expecting a breeze. Show him that you're a
You cock me, Gareth. I will hunt you down and destroy you.
Ready? We've got right on our side. A greater ally than any sulking Geist or any whinging Magister.
He sighs and points a foot towards the harp.
Ha! You've kicked up a storm.
Okay. I was reading my journal, you son of a bitch. You interrupted me. Okay, the Shriekers... Well, what else? There was something else down here. One works, we destroyed the Seekers. Said something about it, my helmet stirring. Take it. Feathers used. Oh. Exposed fossil devourer armor. Something demonic. Okay. Oh, Snape's help. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Alright. Let me save this real quick.
Shriekers. I'll never get used to them.
Tell me it's time. My sword's at the ready.
He takes the news calmly. A moment passes as he calculates the consequences, assessing this new world as it opens up before him.
Seekers, we move. You are Lucian's eyes and ears. You are his sword and his shield. Burn the blackness with your holy fire!
I see flurries, and the air thrums. Could he be slain?
Oh damn, he's helping me.
He's come, true to his word.
Oh, what did he do? Oh, he killed the other Shriekers. Nice. They don't have anything though, which is a little annoying, but it's fine, I guess. Do you have anything? No. What's this over here? Ooh, can I teleport like items? Oh, we don't even have any other gloves. That's annoying. Too far. Alright. Over you go. Summoning, fortify. I mean, that's not bad at all. Give that to Fane, and take the rest. Wow, you really can follow me everywhere, can't you? You little shit. We better rest. I've done decent damage to him. Okay. What is that thing? That looks... oh, it's a Geist.
Look alive. The hammer should be with us shortly.
And there's Alexander.
Not like her to be late.
The hammer? Never heard of her. Oh, no dialogue or anything. It's just straight up, hey, fuck you guys. My kind of fight. I feel so, like, underpowered now. Everyone else got all these really cool skills and I got nothing. Oh, is that like his moniker, I suppose? Magister Metamorph. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is not exactly the best position for anyone of us to be in. Oh, I'm in a really shit spot, actually. Shit spot might be like an overstatement. Uh-oh. That sure is a lot of oil, Raggy. No, there's nowhere. But where did I oh man. Going in like the front way is not really much better though, is it? I just have to use some turns to move people around. Well, that was a good idea. Scary looking thing. I bought no resurrection scrolls, so
Reveal yourself.
fuck.
Prepare yourself.
Who can you see? Nobody. Good. We're all very cramped up here. It's fantastic. Yeah, walk into that storm cloud for me real quick.
I'll yield to none.
How rude. Right, bit of a sausage fest going on here. That'll kind of help. Who just got started with me? Ugh. This shield does not have a very big range, does it? Also, probably better for me to do this. Hopefully this doesn't kill anyone. Sorry guys. Ouch. Oh, I got charmed. Oh, that's a very useful skill to have. I can't see where I'm supposed where the backstab thingy is. I think it's... No, she keeps trying to loot the Geist. Dang it. That's not great.
Die, all of you. Do you see now? Your foul sorcery will be the death of us all.
Are you afraid, you piece of shit?
Only a fool does not fear the void.
Does everyone turn to allies? Or do I still get to kill that guy? Because I'd still like to kill that guy. Oh my god, he got charmed as well. Doesn't seem super useful. Because so far, because I've kept stunning them and stuff. But take what I can get, really. And of course, he still tries to attack me. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? I would like to bring Fane back into this fight. But I'm going to save it, just in case this is a total waste. That's a lot of health and a lot of armor. Oh my god, he's got just as much as well. What do you mean, invalid target? Oh, we source muted, that's why. Well. Oh well. Fuck that up, but still. Poison, 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 poison. That's not too bad. I did, Canada. How you doing? Yes, I saw it. Like just as I was about to start streaming, I saw the like announcement that there's going to be the new saga has begun. Very, very interested to see how it goes and like what direction they take it, because I'm hoping for like custom witches going through Witcher school, but at this, like, it's anyone's guess really. So very excited. Can't wait to like see more.
Hurts, doesn't it?
There we go. That was only enough to nearly get rid of his armor. Wasn't quite enough to get rid of it all. That's insane. Does that make it funny? Yeah, they've partnered with Epic Games for like the next 5 years or something. So, possible then we'll go. I'd say that they'll probably, if Geralt is in it at all, he'll have like a very small passing role in it, because we've had like 3 huge games with him in it. I think if he's in it at all, it'll definitely be a small part. I could be wrong, they could just be doing more Geralt stuff. Who knows? They've like revealed so little. I'm sure we'll get more. I don't think we'll see a game for another couple years, but shit, everyone's still alive, but only just. Yeah. Honestly, I kind of hope they go a different direction. Geralt's a great character, but I think it's time for like. I've always wanted custom characters. That's just me though, so that's sort of what I'm holding out for. But they also did say Saga, so it's going to be a pretty decent chunk of games. I'd say at least 3, which would be nice. So far, this Magister is fighting this thing all on her own, which is actually really helpful. Lets us focus a bit more on the fight without worrying too much about everything else. Can I steal some sauce from this thing? Oh, it's too far away. Minus 10% of damage is actually a pretty decent freaking chunk of damage gone. Yeah, the emblem at the front. I tend not to base too much stuff on like reveals and things these days, because people have gotten so good at like investigating and finding out and like spoiling stuff. I find that that's usually just full of misdirections, which is, I mean, is good. So I wonder if that'll even have any kind of meaning in the end. Unless they just like to tease people, which is very possible. There's that one. How's his health doing? Not great. Do I want to... Oh, I'm standing in some poison, so I should be fine. That didn't work out the way I was hoping. This isn't really going to be super useful. Any revolutions in April 1st? No. No, that's usually when the trolls of all the developers get access to their Twitter accounts and everything, and they get to like take the piss out of everyone for the whole day. Which is always fun. So let's teleport him directly in front of this thing, shall we? Yeah, you deal with it, asshole. I can't imagine I could freeze that thing either. Seems like kind of... I could be impervious to something like that. Next Friday, oh my god. Time's flying by. Invalid target. If I can't steal source from a Void Woken, who can I steal it from? It didn't do much, did it? Nailed it. What a shitty skill that is. Okay, let's move me up a little bit further. Perfect. Oops, wrong one. Immunity to frozen, immunity to all these things. Oh my god. Water and air. Well, luckily I have neither of those, so... I don't know. Poisoned. Nice. Fuck it. Yeah. Yeah, for me it's like X and down to examine. I can't stun him, so pure damage is probably best now. Everyone's still relatively healthy. Except for Sabille. Who got frozen? Okay. Up you pop. I'm gonna save it while we're sort of ahead. Okay, not bad. That aura that Sabille has, is very, very nice. I like that quite a lot. She's got no magic armor, is immune to frozen, he can be set on fire, and he can be poisoned. Okay. I can't actually reach him though. How annoying. That's pretty close range too. That didn't really do what I wanted it to, but sure. Good. Everyone's still alive. Just. Man, the heals. Few and far between. I might need to get down there. Oh, though I'd really rather Even if I kill this thing, there's still 3 other people to deal with. And they're out for the count too. He's nearly dead. I'm nearly dead. Heal is still 1 off. Do I have any scrolls for healing? I don't think I do I? Honestly, this worm is a lot less of a problem than I thought it would be. Turns out. I do sort of need to be over here to help these guys out. Or maybe if I just go down. Hopefully this doesn't get me killed. I've saved, it's fine. Wow, the range on that is terrible. This one's useful. Oh, it's nearly dead. It's still poisoned. It may even kill it next turn. How much health did it have left? It's got 5 health left. No way it's going to be alive. Okay. Guess I'll have to get down there as well. There we go. Oh. Uh-oh. Still fine. Holding on. You're nearly dead. Are you on fire? No. And you. I was really hoping she could just get through like that one turn. And of course we've got like heal and everything now. Okay, well, that's fine. Should have brought another scroll. Oh well. Yeah, where you going? Okay, that's fine. Let's get you up here. Necrophire blocked by magic. Oh, cool. Oh, this is gonna hurt. You, hopefully. And possibly me as well. I'm sure someone will have a resurrection scroll here somewhere. What is Necrophire blood and fire? It would have to be, right? Oh, it's so close, he's nearly dead. Nailed it. His father's son. I just got a chibi. Achievement. Doesn't tell me what it is for though. I'm guessing it's for killing Alexander. Just a hunch though. Okay.
Alexander is fallen. The son of Lucius is dead. Murderers!
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Oh, I think it's fine. Fuck it. He had half health left. Jesus. Who ordered the squishy boy? That's perfect. Loesch, walk right through all the fire. Curse fire, yeah. Oh, I guess so, yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. It's her turn next. I might have to teleport myself over. I have a scroll here somewhere. This will hurt, but should be fine.
I'll yield to none.
And there should be a potion here. Yeah. Okay. I should be able to take this lady down on my own then. That was because she had cursed fire, wasn't it? I despise that. Target. Okay, well. Sorry, Loesch, I need your corpse for something real quick. Garbage. Garbage skill for a garbage person. Thank you, Christ almighty. I can see some lady down there.
Well, 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 quite the mess you've made here.
Her name is Malady.
I'm Malady, and you're...
She steps forward, grabs you behind the neck with alarming strength, and pulls you close. She sniffs twice, her nose at your ear, then bites, piercing the lobe with a needle-sharp fang. She releases you and grins, running tongue over teeth.
God-woken.
Oh, I see. She's a seeker. Is she sick or something?
My mother certainly thought so. I didn't hurt you, did I?
She leans back, looks you over, and smirks.
Oh, I guess I know why the narrator from the first game isn't in this one, because that's her voice.
So, God-woken, you're what gets some of us out of bed each morning. What do you make of that?
Seen and heard plenty of strange things lately. All you want is to see the picture behind the puzzle.
Well, first things first. Dallas's little necklaces are lovely, but not quite in vogue where we're going. There, better.
Oh, nice. Everyone's thing's gone.
She peers at you closely, a knowing squint in her eye.
Tell me, which of those little gods did you meet?
Ralik.
What did they teach you?
Her eyes go wide.
Go on then. Show me what he taught you.
I need sauce.
Ah, like that. Right, hold on then.
She takes you by the shoulders and gestures for you to do the same to her. She closes her eyes, and a warm, soothing sensation runs from her hands into your body. Suddenly, you feel the familiar swell of sauce within you.
Okay, I guess cast it on Malady.
Hey, that stings.
She examines her hands, where the skin sizzles slightly beneath their newfound aura. As the spell fades, the skin heals once more. Her whole body seems to relax.
You really are God-woken.
Yeah.
I'm happy. How unbecoming. Come then, we set sail, your destiny awaits, etc. You'll have to ask the Meister about that. She's dying to
Who?
meet you.
Melody beckons you to the boat.
After you, darling. Boat first, questions later.
Okay, I gotta loot the area. Don't harumph me. Jesus, impatient lady. Alexander's cloak. Seems cool. Hello, ring, helmet. Journal I didn't read. Whoopsies. Staff and leggings. I sort of thought there'd be some spookier loot from there, but that's okay. I'm gonna have to teleport back and get some frickin' resurrection scrolls. For fuck's sake. Oh, I can make one now, actually. So I don't really usually like to do this very much, but where is it? A log. I think it's in the ship. Artifacts of the Tyrant. I need to know if this is on this island or I need the last piece. I only have one left. So what don't I have? I have tracks of the Tyrant. It's the gloves that I'm missing. Oh no. Hands of the Tyrant. Son of a bitch. I did miss them. Oh, I knew it. I knew they were in there, but I just couldn't find them. Ah, I knew it. It's that fucking thing I couldn't open. Oh, that really annoys me, actually. Do you have? I have all of them except for the gloves, and I tried to open the fucking crypt that it's in, but
she looks at you with
I didn't have enough strength. It just kept saying like, "Oh, it's too heavy to move," sort of thing. So, oh, how many of these can I make before I go ahead and buy these?
Good to see you, Dallas, you maniac.
None. Good. Guess I'll buy all of them then.
She looks at you with wet eyes and manages a wink before returning to her work.
Good to see you.
Being strength build. Is it like something I can do, or is it something that's gonna like take me longer than it's going to be worth. Would you put the weapons away, dumbass? There we go. Okay. Oops. Closest spot is probably where? Amadia's Sanctuary, I guess. Ugh. Who's like, what's our... I have 15 strength now, before I had 10. I think we should be okay. I should be able to move it, hopefully. How much does it say? 18 strength. Trigger poison trap. Disarm trap kit. Do I have a trap disarm kit? I genuinely don't know where they would be kept. Equipment? I guess I don't have one. Got a repair hammer. Can I make one? Objects. No. No, I guess not. Maybe she'll sell one. Can't believe I haven't picked up a trap disarm kit this whole time. Definitely, I've probably used a few too, haven't I? Good job.
Armadia's blessing be upon you. How can I help you? Bye now.
Place of longing. Okay then. So there are still some quests we can finish up here before we leave. I don't like not being able to come back to an area, so...
She looks at you with wet eyes and manages a wink before returning to her work.
Good to see.
This is the tower over here. Is there a...
Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this?
There is this here that I can sort of go to. I can't believe there's not a fucking... Oh, there was one inside the tower though, wasn't there? I'll have to check that before I go running around the world.
The shrine depicts the hum.
Ruined castle. No? Never mind then. I know it's not like especially good armor, but being able to devour swords seems like a good skill. Possibly. I just like the idea of that more than anything else. Excuse me. Perfect timing as well. I guess we'll do this and then finish up for the night. Probably look a lot better too, which is, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't more interested in. Oh my god. So, take me to the end. Hey. Don't make me do this again, man.
Another skull crumbled to bits.
No, that's not happening. I've done this. I haven't done it already, but I am not interested in doing this when I got teleported there the first time. I'm sure there was a fast travel thing inside there. Oh man, it's so warm. So warm.
Careful. I've spotted a trap. Careful now. That's a trap. Another skull. Careful now. That's a trap.
Mm-hmm.
Look out. I see a trap nearby.
Move, Quercus! Put some space between us and this.
Are you serious? You little dipshit. What have I got that's not valuable? Everything I have is unique.
I could have sworn my helmet jolted when I consumed source just now.
Where's the trap? Where is it?
Aye, the giant.
It's just gone. No, I guess it's... Mm-hmm. Go away. What a pain. What a pain. Why doesn't it just take you straight to the start again? I feel like I would prefer that a lot more. There's not really a way around there either. we're going the other way. The more annoying... Actually, though, surprisingly, the less annoying way. I don't really think I'll need everyone for this. I think I just need me. Hopefully. I've already dealt with all the traps and all the fights and everything in there anyway, so it'll just be hopefully a straight shot to where I need to go. Oh, there's shit respawns and I just didn't realise. Just better fucking not.
Stern eyes and a sterner face.
Another crawling rat, tracking your stinking paws. Back sniffing around. Do not doubt my...
You fucker.
Back sniffing around. Do not doubt my...
Wow, that's great. That's literally a troll at the end of that to make you go back to the beginning again. Fun! Oh wait, no. No, it's not. It's dog shit. Well, I guess there is no fast travel. That would have been much more well, nicer anyway. If there was.
Too heavy.
Okay, trap disarm kit. Where'd that end up? What do you mean target is invalid? Trap disarm kit on the tomb lid and it will trigger a poison trap.
Too heavy.
No, don't really have anything for that either.
Too heavy. Won't budge.
I can get 2 extra points. Then I could sink in there, but it's still not enough.
Too heavy.
Well, that certainly didn't work. I somehow put in my trap disarm kit. If you must eat and drink a straight buff and get so clear-minded. Yeah, I think clear-minded is one of the only ones I don't have, but I should have like food and stuff. Effects unknown. Some bread.
Too heavy.
Huh? I have barely any food. Like, wow. Oh, there we go. I got Swan Strength. Does this stack?
Won't budge.
No. No, it does not. 18. I looked it up. What about some kind of scroll? Peace of mind. I could have. But... daggers. How fucking annoying. I suppose I want this enough, so... Artifacts of the Tyrant. So if I put it all on, it should be fine.
It's been cursed. It's been cursed. It's been cursed.
Is that not everything? Hands. What else is left? Hands, heart, tracks, hidden traps under the ground floor, forge. Oh, I'm missing the fucking legs. Oh. So good. Fuck me. Dead. Okay. Go and get the legs. We'll need Sabille for that. She's the one with the wits. But it's under Fort Joy. So we don't have to go too far. She has, I think she has 15 wits. Yeah, she's good.
You peer at the statue, the droplet bird. The goddess.
Tyrant Stride. Ah, I see. I see. With a more soldier. Stone Hatch. Oh, I went to the wrong one.
The goddess.
Back to the square. I know where it is. It's over this way. It's the one I found by accident, like ages ago. Oh, I figured out that I needed that I'm missing the pants as well, not just the gloves. So I'm heading to get the pants now, and then we'll call it a night. Should be up here, man. So I even went and wait a fucking second. Do I know where to go? Finance to soldier. Ah. I was in the right place before. And of course, no saves. Never mind. Ignore this entire section. Pretend I went to the right spot straight away. My sense of direction is atrocious.
The one house. Why? Bloody.
You can't say that. Is it in? No, I guess it's just easy to go through this way. Not really, but you know. Hey, Eddie. Oh. Can't talk to him. I do hope the pants look better than leopard print, than a leopard print skirt. Nothing against that, I'm just, you know, not a fan myself. Also, there's fucking red flags here. Get out of it! What are you doing? So there's a statue up here. That I even went and talked to once again. As if I was even like, oh, it's probably nothing. Spoilers, it was something. I just didn't have the right stats. Because fuck me, I guess.
That statue has a strange silhouette.
You notice a deep fissure beneath the statue's right hand. A chunk of stone falls from the statue.
Pants! Can wear it with ease. Good.
I could have sworn my helmet jolted when I consumed sauce just now. It's been cursed.
The Devourer's claws are cool though. I quite like them.
It's been cursed. It's been cursed. The armor set is complete.
And I mean, it's not fantastic, I'll be honest, but it looks a lot better. Black and purple is a good combination. I mean, I definitely look a lot better than the rest of these plebs, except for Sabile, who looks amazing, and also Loesch, whose hair and tibbies seem to now be much more prevalent. Is that the shirt she's wearing, maybe?
Stop to talk, but I'm swamped.
That's hilarious. Faye looks like a scrub, so I'm look better than him at least. I mean, that's not a good, not a great track record, is it? I look better than 1 out of the 4 people in this party. Fantastic. Hey.
A tiny lace.
Oh.
A tiny laceworm crawls from.
That's disgusting. Now we're going out the front door. What is this still beckoning me for? Interesting. Interesting. I know there's this up here, but we'll deal with that next time, I think. It feels weird doing such a short little session of this, but don't really have much of a choice tonight. If I get a little bit more time tomorrow, depending, what's tomorrow? Is tomorrow Wednesday? Yeah, depending on how things play out tomorrow, we might be able to do a bit of a longer one. We're nearly 20 hours in and I haven't even left Act 1. And if I do get a bit more time to play, we'll keep on with this and make a bit more progress, I think. Yeah, other than that, shouldn't be anything else. So, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, whichever it is. And stay safe, and I'll see you when I see you, I guess. Okay, bye-bye.